Hello and welcome back to the channel. As always, I'd like to thank those of you who've liked the videos and have subscribed to the channel. Thank you very much. I'll keep making the videos if you keep watching them. Also, a huge shout out to my good friends Julie, Carl, Luke, Craig, and of course Tina at Vector Air, who have kindly lent me this, which is the GEM multi-ammo CO2 air pistol. This is the ruby red edition, and they've also kindly lent me the .50 cal paintball barrel set along with the airwave barrel, or essentially the air moderator. And I'm also here at Atherton Indoor Range, so thank you very much Steve, Dennis and Jeff the cheeky scouser. And periodically you may hear some banging from that back wall, which on the other side of that back wall is the rimfire range. So if you do hear any large bangs, please bear with me. I might have to quickly stop and then reconvene making a video. So when Vector Air told me about these little GEM pistols coming in, I was quite on the fence as to whether or not I should feature them on the channel. And in fairness, when I saw the pictures of them on the website, I thought it would be great to have a look at them up close, and also give my own perspective on where would I place this, you know, if I was to buy one, because I'm mindful that they're not exactly budget, neither are they, you know, mega expensive, but in the respect that they are single shot. It's a single shot, multi-barrel, so multi-caliber CO2 pistol. Where would I place this? Who would buy this? And that's what I wanted to kind of have a look at, this kind of pistol, and give you my kind of opinion on where would I place this. So first thing I will say is this. The pistol came in this box. In this box, which was in this bag, okay? So the manufacturers, is it Alias, Alias Airguns Canada, they've really gone to town on quality. So yeah, this is how it came, and essentially you open it up, you find the instruction booklet. So as you know, I normally go over the instruction booklet on my channel. This has to be the biggest font in an instruction booklet I've ever owned. Just going through it, read this first. This GEM is not a toy, and then it's going over congratulations, the detail on what the pistol is exactly. Admittedly, the blue one does look nice. General functions, flip it over. Then talking about this, the 8 gram CO2 cylinder, and I'll talk about that in a minute. And then the details on the barrel system, and then changing the barrels, unloading and shooting BBs, and then finally additional information. Okay, nice booklet, to be fair. Very definitely nice booklet. Ironically, there is a kind of degree of irony in the fact that it's GEM, think small, yet the writing is huge. Made me laugh. Anyway, why did I go for the ruby red one? I don't know, as opposed to the sapphire blue. They're both nice. I think I went with this because I've always been fond of the colour red. So just before I take this little beauty out the box, by the way, there's my fingernail, there's my hand. It is tiny. Under here, which is, again, I was really mindful about lifting this up. You get just, I'm really mindful about lifting this up because I don't want anything to happen to it. I'm very, very anal about this kind of thing when it comes to boxes. Just want to make sure it's all right. So over here, that is your airsoft 6mm to barrel, which is a screw in. You get some O-rings, you get an Allen key as well. So we'll just leave these out for a moment, and then we'll just pop this back. There were some actual grooves in here, so I'm just going to try and pop these back into the grooves over here like this. And there you go. There's one of the big bangs. I might even do what I did last time. Bang, bang, bang. Right, okay, pistol. Let's go. It's going to be one of those videos, I can tell. This is unloaded before anyone comments in terms of... There's a loaded pistol looking at the camera. Lots of bangs. Here we go. It's tiny. It is very, very small. We're going to see another bang. There we go. So, it's very, very, very tiny. And it's got some weight to it. It's solidly built, which is really, really nice. I think that might be it. That might be it for now. And people have even likened it to a lighter. They've said, it looks and feels like a lighter. And at the same time, they've gone, wow, isn't that amazing? Look how small it is. So, I don't know what to say, really. Let's start at the beginning. So, first of all, look at that. You've got a really nice little inlay of some aesthetic gem in here, ruby red. And this is all metal. It's an all metal item. I think, to be fair, I can't tell even to the touch. No, that feels like it's plastic. That is plastic. That is plastic, as is that. I think the rest of it is metal. So, essentially you've got the pistol grip, which has got a really nice stiffening to it, not too rough, not too smooth. You've got these raised sections on the trigger guard, which allow you to kind of put your fingers here, like that. Like this. To open the actual barrel, you push this forward, and the essentially barrel breaks and pops up on its own. And in there, you pop your. At the moment, this is defaulted to the 4.5mm BB barrel, and you just essentially, if you want to, you take this section off by. Let's just do this if I can see if I can do this one-handed. Take this off by screwing this, and then the 177 barrel should just come out like that. And there it is. Just remember that's the right way. And then you've got your 6mm barrel over here, which you just put in there and screw in. So let's, and it even says it on there, look. 4.5mm BB. It just smacks of quality, this thing. It's really, really nice. So I'm just gonna put that back in and put that back on like that. Okay. And then what we'll do as well, whilst we're doing this, just before we'll load up some CO2, I'll show you. This is at the moment conditioned to take these 8-gram CO2 bulbs, which Spectre Air kindly sent me. So I'm mindful that these don't last very long, but we can try and see what it does with an 8-gram CO2. I also was sent the 12-gram CO2 adapter, which essentially you take this off, screw this on, which allows you to use your normal 12-gram CO2s, which are more readily available than your 8-gram CO2s. So what we'll do is we'll just quickly load an 8-gram CO2 up and then try shooting those targets with these BBs before we put a moderator on it and see how it looks. So bear with me and I will just get this loaded up. So, again, something that I'm mindful of, it's a bit difficult to do one-handed. So, unscrew the CO2 cylinder and just look down the bottom so you can see it. And then what we'll do is we'll just grab a CO2 bottle. And really, I do like, even though it's very, very small, it does have a toy-like look, but definitely not a toy-like feel when you pick it up. So I'm just going to drop a little bit of Hell Gun on the end, over here, like this. Okay, we spilt a little bit on that, and pop that in there, and then screw this on like that until we hear it. Okay, just put that over here like this, and there we go. Safety on this, which is interesting. So it's a slide actually over here on the right hand side of the pistol. So if you push it forward, the trigger, you can activate it. You can cock the hammer back, decock it, and if you pull it back towards you, the trigger can't move, neither can you cock the hammer back, which is cool. So in this instance, I've taken the safety off, put the slide forward, break the barrel. I'm then going to load a BB. So with the 8 grams CO2 cylinder in here now, I'm going to shoot over there at the central target, maybe 2 or 3 shots. Let's see how it does. Roughly about 10 yards with the BBs, using the BB barrel, okay? All right, here we go. Bear in mind, I don't know where I'm hitting, so it's going to be interesting to see on the card when it arrives back. Okay, third shot. I'll bring it back and let's have a look. There's 1, there's 2, I think it's just, there's 1 and 2, so that's not too bad. I can't find the third one though, interestingly enough. I'm mindful that it did look like that one's gone through and that one hit there. Oh, here maybe, I don't know. So, yeah. Looking at this one over here, and then over here, and again I'm assuming that was the third one. So now, just very quickly, what I thought we'd do is just take out the 4.5mm barrel and pop in this. So we're going to change the barrel and put the 6mm BB barrel on here, and I've got Steve here. Hi. Who's going to change the barrel. Talk it through.
We undo this, the breech end first. Obviously the barrel comes out. Take the barrel out. We've then got to push this seal out. We're using a blunt instrument. Just tease that out of place, and then now we can put the replacement barrel in.
Other way around. That.
Sorry, yeah. We take that cap out of there as well.
And I think that goes instead.
So we put the barrel in that way. And then we need, out of this packet here, we should have the new breech seal for BB, which is that one, which we then pop into there. And then put that cap into there.
Not as bad as last time.
Okay.
And in classic, let's just undo this one a bit to let it get started easily. And then tighten that one back up. So now at this point, BB should be reasonably press fit into there. Don't go so daft pushing it in, and then we're good.
Right, target's out there. Steve's going to shoot 6.6 mil BBs at it. Away you go. It's got a bit of a bark to it, hasn't it?
A fair bark to it. I did feel like the BB fell out of that then.
Yeah.
It did, so you need to be mindful when you put them in that don't press them in too far because they are prone to come out like that.
Right, I see. So just make sure that the breech seal holds it. Push it in too far, it's just going to go through the barrel. Do you want to bring it back?
Yep. Well, there's two definite hits because we've still got the BB stuck in one of them. I don't think that might be the third.
Interesting.
Not the easiest of things to...
No. Right, what I'm tempted to do now is change the CO2 and put a larger 12 grams on there and potentially change this barrel for the paintball. So bear with whilst we start this process.
So there's a packet supplied with some additional CO2 seals and some Allen keys and O-ring, and one of the Allen keys is for this forward screw, which if we remove, then we can remove the entire front end barrel. Now there is a spring on there. I think for the purpose of this we're not going to fit the spring. We don't need it to flop open when we shoot it. So we'll just pop the Allen screw back in there. We don't need to go daft tightening this up, it's just a little nip. And then, with that end, you're going to have to drop the ball in from the front, aren't you? Because that doesn't actually screw in at all, it's secured. And that's it. So you have to drop the ball in from the front to where the BB balls here, the paint balls.
Yeah.
So it is a case of load it down there, and it is going to fall out if you give it a bit of that. You just have to be mindful of that.
Now, do you want to try shooting it like that? No, not that close. Oh.
That would give you a fair welt if somebody hit you with that at close range. Let's pop the target out and see what happens. Let's see if we can hit that target. Kind of part of me feels like we should be pushing that down there with probably a ballpoint pen or something rather than an Allen key. So it definitely shoots high with those in. So I'll aim a bit lower. I'll aim at the bottom round up.
Wow.
Oh, interesting actually, on this, just noted now, on this barrel, so you see on the previous barrel you've got a foresight, but there's none fitted on the...
You can take that off, I think.
I don't think so.
I think
There's nowhere to secure
to
it
attach it
on.
on, yeah.
So you're kind of on your own really, but you know what, I mean, it's 10 yards or whatever that is. Alright, so I had to aim a bit lower to get it to hit to where I wanted, but it was okay. Let's just do one more shot. Just to be 100% sure it was a fluke. So again, I'll aim a little lower. I'm looking literally along the top of the barrel. Yeah, I mean, even at that distance,
Well,
fair old hole. So
wow.
that was the one I did at point blank. That was the one where it went low, and then when I aimed low, where it went. So to shoot it, I was literally looking through the open sight along the top of the barrel.
There's one thing I'd like to try before we call this and come up with a conclusion. If you don't mind, Steve, you take hold of the camera. I'm going to quickly talk about this, which we haven't looked at yet. Essentially the silencer for this. So let's just quickly get this out and have a quick look at this. Very nice piece of kit. The only thing is, I think it's only 4.5mm steel BBs. So yeah, we've actually put the moderator on here and reattached the 4.5mm barrel, and as you can see, the inner of the 4.5mm barrel really works well with the actual moderator. Now, from the test fire shots that we've just done, it doesn't seem like this does or has any effect on sound. It does, however, potentially have an effect on accuracy. So I'm just loading up a shot and I'm going to aim for the right hand side target, maybe see if I can put a few pellets into it. BBs. This is one of those guns where you just want one more shot, and that's why I think it's a fun little garden. And bear in mind, it's still going. Sorry, I was going to change the CO2 for the 12 gram, but it's still going on this 8 gram. Oh, this be it. Let's just try again. Just want to capture as much as I can, see if it's going to hit the target.
Doesn't sound to be low on gas.
No, I might have just nudged the safety. I think what it should be doing is this. Right, let's see. Well, bit scattergun. We're aiming round here, and you can see where some of those BBs went. So, yeah, not the most accurate thing in the world, but still fun to shoot. So, yeah, interesting little thing, this.
Good bit of garden fun.
Yeah, I would say it is a good bit of garden fun. I was thinking when I bought this out at the house, and the kids were asking what's in the box, and I showed them this. They were very interested to see, you know, the actual pistol from a weight perspective. So, I don't know, there's a part of me that thinks, is it a kind of good starter pistol for, you know, albeit for the price. Bear in mind, it's something special that you'd get, you know, your son or your daughter for their kind of first little air pistol, and get them to keep it, and then potentially, you know, it's a hand-me-down. because it is nice and it is multifaceted and it is kind of cute to shoot, and it is definitely a back garden little fun plinker shooter, whatever you want to call it. To be fair, I'm tempted to hang on to this myself because I love the way that they spent all of this effort in terms of the packaging, which means that it's one of those pistols that you want to keep and keep it in the box. I mean, even down to the barrel and the silencer being in these really nice kind of cases like this. They've gone to some effort. So yeah, would I recommend this as a bit of fun? Yes, it's definitely a piece of fun air pistol. I wouldn't say it's, you know, going to go out and shoot time for the best. It's designed to have fun, shooting potential, piece of paper, tin cans. At the same time, if you're thinking of where to place this, it could be your, you know, a first pistol for one of your children who's getting into shooting. Also, funnily enough, I showed this to a friend of mine, hi Keller, who does airsoft, and he suggested he thought it'd be good as a kind of backup pistol, a little one-shot kind of, you're cornered, you're out of ammo, and suddenly you pull this out and it's a one-shot kill. Although, to be fair, I think it's a bit too nice for that to go skirmishing or CQB. Right, I think that brings us to the end of this video. If you like what you've seen, please like and subscribe to the channel. Please stay tuned, I've got some awesome videos coming up, some new kit. I keep saying that, and I always do my best to try and get a hold of anything new to review for the channel, so that you guys hopefully stay tuned and enjoy the channel and enjoy what I do. But for now, that's it. Thank you very much, take care, look after yourselves, see you soon, bye.